Hello, 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 hello everybody. Welcome to another Terra Invicta stream. I would like to say that I'm streaming from the end of the world because that's certainly how it feels. And the second I start streaming, the dog gets up and asks to go to the bathroom. Isn't that just so typical? I'll tell you what, we'll just go back to this screen and I will be a couple of seconds while I sort her out. This is the start of the stream. Hey Core, hey Toasted Waffles, hey Demonicus, I'll be right back. I'm just going to sort the dog out. Hello! Sorry about that. I started the stream and then the dog instantly wanted to go out to the bed even though I thought she was fast asleep. How is everybody doing? Thank you so much for tuning in for the start of the stream. I really appreciate it. We have work to do. As I said a second ago, it feels like I'm broadcasting from the end of the world because we are in so many different problems, I have to say. Hey Tofu, hey Men of Iron, hey Libraverse, hey T-Rib, hey Core21, hey Toasted Waffle, sorry that you got abandoned from a nebulous game. Hey Karthakuda, we've got Many Missteps from another stream, never mind. Hey Craig, make Earth great again. No, we're leaving Earth behind. Earth's no longer great. Earth is a terrible place, full of endless mega war. How many years has China and the Middle East been at war with the former USSR and India now? It's been going on for a long time. And let's not forget that we also have to deal with the fact that we're at war with America as well now. You got a temperature of somebody from watching my stream. That's great. I'm sorry to hear that you're not well, though. Let's turn this music down a little bit. It sounds very loud to me. I don't know how it sounds to everybody else. I was almost late for the stream because I was totally obsessed with playing Creeper World 2, which I'm replaying at the moment. Sounds like quitter talk. Well, that's what my faction is. We are the faction of quitters. Okay, we have a lot of things to deal with, but I actually made some notes last time. And the biggest issue we have right now is that we have absolutely no water. And that's a really big issue because when we have no water, hello puppy, She might bark in a second as she asks me to wrap her up in a blanket. So I'm just going to preempt that and quickly wrap her up in a blanket. If you hear some funny noise, it's just me. This dog, this massive 47 kilo dog, will not sleep at night unless she is wrapped up in a blanket. So she'll curl up in her bed and then bark until you cover her with a blanket, which I have just done. Okay. The faction of bravely running away, indeed. Let's turn up a little bit. So, we need water, as TRM says, squirt. Now, one place we could get more water, I mean, we've got a decent water income of 530, but the problem is all of our ships at the moment are using a lot of water in their propellant, and we're not quite ready to move past that yet, which puts us in a tricky position. One thing we could do this stream, where is it, if we wanted to, is all the way on Ceres, we have a base. And this base, I believe, has a marine barracks, maybe not. Fission reactor, wait, no it doesn't. Construction module, no. We've got this mining base here. It's bringing in 44.5 water for us. What on earth is that you just written, TRM? That means no spaceships. Indeed, Demonicus. Please move chat. Okay. Oops, let's not move the stream. Yes, thank you for reminding me to move chat. This is like the best place to put chat. I'm going to make chat a little bit bigger as well. But even here, it's pretty terrible. Terra Invicta just has too much stuff on screen. But I have moved chat. Thank you, Hayden, for reminding me. So there is a servant, two servant bases here. Battling base and Samos base. And if we have a look at the sites, they are getting 88.9 and 35.2 water. We're getting 133.3. There's also an academy base here. So I'm wondering, it's a little bit of a long-term goal, but I'm wondering if we build ourselves an interplanetary marine destroyer or marine frigate and send a ship here to take these bases over. And we maybe send someone like Groucho Marx, who I think has our highest command.
Reporting in.
Her command is at 14. We send her in possibly to help them, or we just send the Marines. What I need to check is, do we have a ship that can make the transfer? And also, at the moment, we don't have a shipyard in Earth orbit. So we are currently building Station, which is the name that came out. If I build... Hey, Amy, long time no see. You might be hearing a new Crash Test class. If I build a Marine barracks there, all the Marines will do is defend the base. They won't actually attack. So we are currently unable to do that until we have our shipyard built anyway. So that's a moot point. We need to wait for the shipyard to be built, and in the meantime, we need to do the best we can to defend Earth orbit. Can't the base shoot down troop transport with the LDAs? I'm pretty sure none of those bases have LDAs. Let's have a quick check. We're going to head back to Underdark Station. Let's just confirm that while we're here, shall we? Oh, so this is a track from Shipbreaker. So there are no LDAs on this base. There are no LDAs on this base. And where's the Academy base? And there are no LDAs on this base. In fact, they haven't even got their mining complex powered right now. So there's no defenses at all. Is it a really good idea? Probably not, Man of Iron. So do stations come with little shooting holes? Do stations come with rifle ports? No, I'm afraid they don't. So that's a long-term goal. I think we're going to be okay. Next, we've got a decent income of water. We've just been tanking it really hard by having to refuel all of our ships and having to build ships all the time. If we weren't losing so many ships and losing so many stations, our water would be in a better place. So that's something we have to be really on top of. Now, the war on Earth continues at a pace. Let's just take a quick stock. We have an alien. Well, we have a Pakistani war footing under the server's control that I think is going to start trying to push into Iran here. We're chasing this last alien group, the White Knight Corps. The game named them. We're going to kill them pretty soon. We're looking on taking over this territory sector here, and we're working on trying to convert this one, or making this one a little bit like us a little bit more. There was a war. I know there's still fighting happening in Baghdad. We did actually chase off the enemies that were here. Then over in Pakistan, sorry, in India proper. That's actually a really good idea, Tira. We should buy water off people. I'm going to do that in a second. We have a very big fight. It's too loud when I zoom in. This is turning into a problem. Is every time I'm attacking, the enemy are sending in their units. Now, most of these guys are on full health, apart from the 10th Mountain Division here. Our guys aren't doing great. We do have a bunch of units here that are actually all on full health. We were bombarding these guys, and that's what caused a big problem. I think our bombardment fleet is dead. Where's the bombardment fleet? Where are our fleets? Fleets are here. So Flying Circus, they're in Mercury. So Debris Makers were our bombardment fleet. They are system killed at the moment with no Delta V. Then we've got Echo 60, who is docked at the Crucible Station, and we've got Echo 61, which is docked at the Crucible Station. This is all we have left. The Debris Makers are pretty much dead. Yes, that's exactly what I'm about to do, Kite. Don't worry, I'm just going through everything we need to do before I hit play. We'll be fine. How many alien armies are left? There are 5 alien administration armies left. We have done an absolute number on them. There are also only 5 American armies as well. They've had a lot of problems with there's 6 American armies. Yeah, the bombardment fleet was wrecked. They made themselves too much debris. So we don't really have to worry too much about the Americans, even though they outnumber us. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull back the armies that we have here in India. We're going to just set up a little blockade back here. So I'm going to deploy all armies back here, and we're just going to rest up. And I think that's just what we're going to do with these guys. We're going to continue to try and capture this territory sector. I'll make use of this unit here once these guys are wiped out to complete the capture. We have 12 armies back here to defend this border if that becomes a situation we need to worry about. So I think the war here is going okay. We do have this army here, which I don't even know what country that is. Is that a Ukrainian army? Yes, okay, we've got the 10th Mountain Division, which is under the control of the alien administration, moving into Mongolia, and my belief is they're either invading Mongolia. No, they must be moving to us, moving to Ulaanbaatar. Yeah, they might be invading Mongolia. I'm not sure if that's what they're doing. I think they might be moving through here to get to Beijing. But we have the 2nd Polar Defense Army defending here. I might move another army over. In fact, I think I will do that. Let's move one of our Chinese armies back to Beijing, just so we've got an army they're defending. Mongolia is at war. Okay, cool. That's fine. They can invade Mongolia if they want to. Okay, so situation on Earth is under control. Let's just get our agents set up. In terms of research, we are working on point defense arc laser turrets. We're working on a new home. This is just an important research we need to get done. Exotic materials is almost done. I know for a fact that we need a lot of exotic materials to complete the game. So getting this done is actually vital for us to complete the game. And then we're in the lead for advanced hydrogen containment and high temperature superconductors completing, which puts us on the road to getting tier 3 stations, which is something we need as well. So that's all done. In terms of people, Human is advising, Jebediah Kerman is advising, and Groucho Marx is advising. Blonde was working on flipping this Armenia, which we took over last time. They really didn't like us. They kind of love the servants because they've been under servant control for a long time. If we have a look at public opinion of us, it's at 9% in Armenia. So I think I'm going to just get him to spend a little bit of time trying to chill everyone in Armenia out and like tell them how actually great we are.
I will tell our story.
I feel like the music is at a really odd level. Let me know if that's too loud. Okay. Now, Yoma Mo, let's see if we can make contact with someone to buy water off them. I think that would be a really good thing to do. We can make contact with the Protectorate, who kind of hate us, but making a trade for water may calm them down a little bit on us, stop them from sabotaging. Let's see if we can do anything with that. And then Python,
where do you need me?
I want you to continue surveilling for weird aliens goings on. Because we found a bunch of stuff up here from you surveilling. And I think that's everything we need to do here. Now, one last thing to check is we've got some ships under construction. We have 2 Astarte class monitors under construction at Ice Cube Memorial Station. We were building this Camel class escort, which was a refueling ship. I will let that go. It's only got 51 days, and it might be useful. It might not. Once we get our main ship, once Crucible Shipyard is open, we'll look at building that marine ship to send to Ceres. But right now, we're building this Camel class escort. It's got 51 days left. I'm happy just to let that complete, and we may have some new technology by then as well. So let's... One last thing, actually. Would you calm down? Would calm me down. Look at those bumbling idiots. They don't even have water. Yeah. If I have a quick look at the aliens, so they've got... there's another fleet about to arrive today at Earth. There's another one arriving at the end of the month. And that's it for Earth. They have a fleet in low Mars orbit. They have a fleet in Earth orbit. They have a fleet heading for Mercury. Yeah, it really does capture it. Now, let me check that my fleets in Mercury orbit are in the right place, because that's something that caught us out last time. So I have 3 fleets in Mercury. I've got Flying Circus, which is my actual combat fleet. I've got the Gatekeepers, which is just the Mishaps class ship. And I've got Beef Stroganoff, which is our marine carrier. So Flying Circus is currently docked at Ice Cube Memorial Station, which is our shipyard. Now, we have a few stations. We have Scaffold Station 2. Scaffold Station 2 needs to be defended from incoming aliens. It has 2 layer defense arrays. So, do I want to move my Flying Circus to Scaffold Station, or do I want to leave them at Ice Cube Memorial? Ice Cube Memorial, does it have 2 LDAs? It has 2 LDAs as well. I think I'd rather defend the shipyard for now. If they come, I can move them over. I don't really care about whether they will like us from the trading. I care about them giving us some water. That's the main thing. So I know that ideologically they don't like us, but they will maybe sell us some water in exchange for some of our 17,000 Fissels. Do us for any activity or searching for someone to trade with. That's a really good idea, actually, TRM. You make a really good point. Let's get Hard Python to head into somewhere where there's... Let's just head into Europe. Oh, I've already submitted the turns, so we have to wait till next turn. Now, let's unpause. Let's get this ball rolling. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water. It's really hot. Okay. We've got an alien fleet arriving in low Earth orbit. Let's see what they do. See if the aliens are still mad with us. Yeah, they're heading for the debris makers. Sorry, just having a drink there. Okay, we need to have a thought here. So this fleet, Victor 132, is... Where's 132? It is made up of a frigate and a cruiser. That cruiser has a violet laser cannon, a plasma battery, a point defense turret, and a torpedo bay. It also has... I've got a feeling that if I sortie out to help the debris makers, we'll just lose the whole fleet. I think if we're being attacked by the aliens right now, we need to fight at stations. So I think I'm going to hold our fleet at our Crucible station for now, and we're going to lose the debris makers. And we'll build a next generation. So I'm actually going to cancel the ships that we've got under construction. We're going to cancel the Camel class. There's no point anymore. So let's cancel that. And what I'm going to do is we're going to look at building a new crash test block frigate that can do an interplanetary transfer to head to Ceres, if we can make that work. I'm not sure if we can. Let's go with something that has a decent number. It might need to be a monitor. Monitor has 3 internal bays. The other option is an escort has 2 internal bays. We could probably just go with an escort for this. This is the crash test. Crash test Mark 6, I think. It is a troop carrier. So if we have a quick look, drive-wise, let's hide the obsolete engines. We've got the burner and we've got the Pegasus. The burner, I think, is the combat one, and the Pegasus is the long-range one. So this has an exhaust throttle velocity rating of 4. This is also 6.1. But this is a combat thrust of 24 times. This is a combat thrust of 14 times. Thrust is 7 million. Yeah, I think this is the one for long distance. We'll check that. We'll put 6 drives on here. I'll come back and check this in a second. We'll put on... Oh, these should all be marked as obsolete. Salute the vessels aboard the debris maker. Yeah, they're all about to die, unfortunately. I don't even think they've got any ammo. Kite. Sometimes I'm just reading through stuff. It's all good. I'll get there eventually. My way of doing things is by doing and then checking, and then I'll swap out. So don't worry if I'm getting things wrong. We've managed to make it this far, so it's all good. Scuttle for fun and profit. If they can fight back, I'd like to give them the chance to fight back. Right. I didn't mean to mark all these power plants as obsolete. They're only showing us grayed out because of the engine type I've picked. So what do we have here? Exhaust velocity is fuel efficiency. Good to know. So this is much less fuel efficiency, and this uses the same amount of water. They're both using hydrogen propellant, and they need a lot of water to build, which will take some time. I'm still pretty certain the Pegasus is the correct drive for long-distance transfers, but we can check that in a second. We'll throw on a multiple core fission reactor 3. We'll put on a battery, and we probably don't need a particularly good battery or a particularly good radiator for this ship. What we need are Marines. 2 units of Marines. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, I'm thinking about an interplanetary marine ship, honestly. I think that's the way we want to go with it. Hey here, be dragons. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It doesn't really matter about hull weapons, but because this is a marine ship, let's just give them the old-fashioned 40mm autocannon. That'll make them feel really good about themselves. You think burner is better for... Okay, well, I'll swap that in a second. Put on a tiny bit of armor. That's the other thing. We need to build ships that have more armor now. If I bump into a frigate, I could get 4 marines. I could get 4 marines. Okay, we'll do that. So we'll go burner drive. We'll go gas core fission reactor 2. Thanks, everybody. We'll go with a standard battery. Don't need an advanced battery. We'll go with a standard radiator. We'll go with 4 marines. Do we have laser batteries? We don't yet know. We'll give it 40mm autocannons just because it's funny. And we'll also give it, because it's really the only thing we can mount. I mean, I could put a light rail cannon. Okay, we'll put a light rail cannon on there. It's not going to fight. It's just for characters. I know that slightly increases the weight of the ship. Let's get 6 engines on there. And then we need to do the transfer. Saltwater battery is cheaper. Okay, sure, Fleur. I will check that in a second. We want to go from Earth. We want to go from Crucible Station all the way to... Now, where is Ceres? I think it's... I need to click on here. And then we need to find Ceres. No, is it... I've got to find Ceres, which is fun. I'm not sure exactly how far out Ceres... There's Ceres there. So, our destination is Ceres. Yeah, I want to go to Ceres, please. Why can't I select that as a destination? Select destination around Ceres, right? I want to go for a low Ceres orbit. Okay, we need 14.8 kps. Better reactor for burner drives would be economic. Higher tier reactors are lighter. Okay. Should actually obsolete standard battery. That's another good point. Let's so we've got what we need. So let's go back here. I don't actually have saltwater battery. I've got lithium ion or quantum. We could slap a quantum battery on here. It's not really that much. It's a little bit more expensive, but why not? And people are saying I should go for a better reactor for burners would be economic. This is the best... Oh, no. Yeah, this is the best reactor I have is the gas core fission reactor 2, unfortunately. The one thing you need is a ton of search boxes. It really does. One thing I'm considering doing is we could put a solar station kit here and build a station around Ceres to refuel these guys. Because they've got no way to refuel. I guess they could land at a shipyard on Ceres. We could probably just do that. Yeah, we just build a shipyard in Ceres and they could land there. Right, let's get 15 kps. Did I say I use saltwater? I think if I said saltwater, I just meant standard, unless it's obsoleted. No, I don't. I've only got 2 batteries. Okay, engines. There's 21.7 kps with 10 tanks. That's only needing 134 water to build this ship. It's going to take 84 weeks to get to Ceres. Can we... Okay, it's going to... If I add more propellant tanks, we can go faster. Does it have enough thrust to land on Ceres? The ship can summon a station. The station can summon fuel? Yes, that's exactly how it works, mishaps. So if I add more tanks, say we jump up to 20, we now have 38.2 kps. Efficient, that's a good point. Yeah, we need efficient. Well, a solar kit still lets us build the station, but we could just build the station. Probably yes with 400 plus mg. Let's see if we can get up. I don't think we'll be able to get to 400 milligray. It's cruise acceleration we're looking at here. And I can't really... We're now, like, losing... Although, we're down to 50 weeks. Okay. Let's go with 30 propellant tanks. No, that's 300 water. That might be too much. Let's drop it down to 250 water. So that's 75 weeks. It's quite drastically different. Where's the push point? There we go. But from 24 tanks to 26 tanks, we lose like 20 weeks. That's a lot. Yeah, you're right, Crash Test. That's also a very good point. Let's go with... I don't really want to spend 300 water on this ship. Let's go with 200. Let's go with 291 water. It's a lot of water. But this is the Crash Test Mark 6. We've got 4 Marines on it. I think that's just how it's going to have to be. So let's save that. And if they can't land, we can build them a base. Let's obsolete the Crash Test, the old Crash Test, which is the 6. What's this here? This is the Mishaps Block 2. I mean, so this is actually misnamed. It should be Crash Test Mark 7. But that's fine. And now we will build one of those. Actually, why don't we build it? Why don't I build it in Mars? Because then it has to take off from Mars. I'm not sure it can do that. It should be able to do that. Crash Test Mark 6. It can't take off from Mars. Okay. Then we have to build it at Crucible Station. 100 days to build that. Okay. That's going. Now we get back to the fight that was about to happen. We're probably not going to land on Ceres. I'll probably just build a station if I need it. Alien assault ship launches towards Earth. A newly launched alien fleet includes a vessel our NASA determined is an assault carrier with the capability to survive entry to Earth's atmosphere and to land a large force. This is the third assault carrier. It's going to arrive on the 25th of July, 2037. So I need to set an alarm for that so I don't forget. So we're looking for 2037 Earth transfer. 2036. This is it here. It's just a carrier. We'll set an alarm for that, just to remind me. We need to make sure we got our fleet rebuilt for them. Yeah, it'll be reinforcements exactly, crash test. Okay. Here comes the attack on our fleet. I'm not going to auto-resolve it. I'm not going to let them just die without me watching them. I don't really know what we can do. We'll accelerate as fast as we can. We'll go to full combat acceleration. I don't think these guys have enough Delta V to actually do anything. No, they are completely dead. I'm going to mark the frigate as our primary target because I don't think they're going to hit the cruiser. I don't even know if they do have ammo. So let's see if they can do anything. They're going to die, and I'm really sad about that. But they're going to die go down fighting. Okay, one of them is actually a torpedo cruiser, and it has torpedoes, which is interesting. I didn't actually realize we had some torpedoes to play with here. Not very many. But we're doing what we can. So they're going for the frigate, and these ones are going for the cruiser. Unfortunately, Silver Grey Wolves, they don't actually have any fuel. So they cannot ram. They can't even maneuver at this point. I can give them ramming orders, but they will not be able to do a ram because they have no fuel. Unfortunately, I think the PD here is going to be too good. No, there's not going to be enough torpedoes to get through their PD screens, unfortunately. Yeah. Oof, that plasma cannon has some speed to it. I have so much influence, I'm not reading that. Oh, we actually got a hit. That's amazing. One of those torpedoes got through. Could have said, yeah, I didn't actually realize we had some torpedoes reversed, unfortunately, and then I did try to focus on the cruiser, but it's a moot point. These ships are wrecked. It costs 133 influence, as Kite says, so that was 200 influence I spent to order the ramming speed for no reason at all. For ships that can't actually ram. So we need to watch out for that next time. There's no Piotr to come and shout at me for ordering my ships to ram each other. There's just a massive cost and influence. Let's speed this up. This ship isn't even firing. I think its guns are wrecked. There we go. They both died. Oh, the music ended just as the battle ended. That was quite interesting. Yeah, exactly. 07. Sorry about that. Crews of our two bombardment ships. So we lost 2 ships. We did a little bit of damage to the Vicious Collapser, which is something. Let's continue on. Find out what those ships do next.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, they're heading for Station. I should have moved my fleet to Station, honestly. I didn't really think that through. We might lose that station again. Which one is our combat fleet? It's Echo 61. They have Delta V to get to Station, but if they stay at Station, they'll have to stay at Station forever once they get there. I don't think they'll get there fast enough, honestly. Where is Station? Oh, wait. Hang on. Is this the wrong fleet? Station is in orbit of Earth, isn't it? Crucible, Union Central, Sentinel, In Defiance of Salad. Defense Station, Nickel, Space Ultra Tobacco, now with more slides. I don't see Station in the list. Unless they're already at Station. They're already at Station. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I do actually have them there ready to defend the station. I don't know if they are enough to defend the station, but they are already there. So we'll just have to see what happens. Station itself is not in a position to defend itself. It hasn't managed to build its layer defense arrays yet. They are... How far away are they? 25th. They're a month away, so... The station's probably about to get wiped out. If we lose the station here and we lose our fleet, we will have no more defenders in Earth orbit, which has actually taken us from a position of massive power to putting us really far behind. But let's unpause and see what happens.
Offering counsel.
Okay. Here we go. We're going to come in at quite high speed, I think. So we've got a Guardian class monitor, which has... This is a PD ship. We've got 2 Guardian class monitors. Both of these are PD ships. And then we've got an Eclipse class... Oh, well, Eclipse class, which is an auto... These are all autocannon ships. Okay. I thought... We actually have no torpedo ships left in Earth orbit. It's just autocannon ships. This is not going to work. I don't see these ships being able to do anything to these aliens. We'll set the cruiser as our primary target. And we'll try, but I really don't see this happening. Yeah, the station is unconstructed so far. They were here to deter an enemy attack, and unfortunately, the enemy's attacked anyway. These ships also have no armor at all. Oh, one thing I want to do is set facing. How do I set facing again? There is a button to do it. It's been ages since I've done it. It's a special maneuver panel, isn't it? Full speed ahead, defensive maneuvers, intercept course, port spin, starboard spin, padlock target. The only thing we've got going for us is we have a lot of PD, which will do something for like all their torpedoes. It won't do anything against the plasma, it won't do anything against the lasers, we just have to close as fast as we can. But yeah, this is going to be... I knew this was going to be a really hard stream. Let's make sure. Okay, that's all the torpedoes dealt with. That's something. Now we need to close with this guy. We're in laser range. I'm going to speed time up a little bit. This frigate's off on an adventure. But we're just going to have to try and focus on the cruiser. The cruiser's coming for us. We're coming for the cruiser. What I'm going to do... We're going to lose Lemon of the Moon. I can't really afford to get it to face the favorable wind, because it's also tanking laser damage from this ship. What I can do is... if I take it off the padlock order, I can order them to accelerate a little bit more. They do need to close this distance. It's all about just getting as close as possible. Okay, we are actually in... We're in range now. I'm going to padlock. They're accelerating now. That's why I took the padlock order off. We've lost control of the Guardian of the Moon. Lemon of the Moon. I mean, we've got... These ships have a lot of... These have double the 40mm of our old ship. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yeah, that 40mm PD still does work, apparently. Because we viciously collapsed that ship pretty quickly. Now what we need to do is take off our padlock command, and we need to try and get these ships to pull around. I forgot 40mm is cracked. Our beloved 40mm. These ships have double the 40mm of our old 40mm ships. They are an upgrade. We need to try and get around on that frigate if we can, but it's going to be really hard. The G-forces our teams are going to have to pull here. It's going to be rough as hell. Because this thing's just not going to let us get in range, unfortunately. There might be a crossover coming up, depending on how they fly. Basically just power sliding through space right now. If we can get in range, I think they're in big trouble. If we can get in range. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to wait until they get to about here, and then we're going to padlock them, and just hope. We're going to have to pray. Okay, he's coming in for the kill. We're going to padlock.
Thanks for the Prime subscription, Verscomed1.
Thank you, Verscomed. Okay, we're firing. The 40 mic is out. It's going to miss because he's dodging. Have they stopped? Why have they stopped shooting? Have they both lost their guns? They've both stopped. Oh, it's because he's moving out of range. Okay, we need to unpadlock. We've only got control of one ship now. It's F, I think, for down. No, Alt. I need to remember the controls for up and down movement. It's been ages since I've done forward. What is it again? It's not shift. It's not C is roll. That's right. I don't want to do a roll. Is it X? Yeah, X is a roll that way. Is it Z? Nope, Z is facing. Let's move the camera. Is it Q? There, yeah. That's that. I think that's what I want. Did that change their aspect in space? I don't think it did. Yeah, okay, that will bend them down. So we need to come down towards them, and I want to be facing into them as well. Something like that. We just need to get into range again. We basically have to use the other ship. Oh, the other ship is firing. Okay, the other ship still has guns, and we are in range, but it can't actually maneuver anymore. Hey, Winter Wolf, how's it going? Oh, so thanks again, First Command. I don't think I paid enough attention to that sub. I'm a little bit stressed right now. Well, mishaps. We killed one of the ships, and we are in this amount of 40mm range of another ship. So I'm not saying we've lost yet, but it's very maneuverable, and we're not. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Get those hits. It's too fast for the 40mm, unfortunately. Damocles Dirge needs to do a really hard, just like an insane hard G maneuver here. We also need to start coming up a little bit. For stress, since when did that happen? Well, I don't want to lose this whole fleet, and I don't want to lose this station, and I want to show the aliens their hubris. Okay, we're hitting the frigate. We're hitting the frigate. We're hitting the frigate in the end, in the front. Come on, 40mm. The frigate's actually a lot tougher than the cruiser. The cruiser must have had no armor at all. Okay, we're out of range. He's lost LDV. He's not under power at the moment. You see how these have turned white? He's no longer able to give movement commands. We've wrecked his engine, I think. Or I'm misreading the UI. I need you to turn harder, my friend. You need to stay in range of this guy. $40mm has done us really proud in this campaign. I've got a feeling Damocles Dirge is in a really bad way, and it's not able to deal with the deceleration it needs to make this turn. Unfortunately, this ship here has no. I can't control it. It's just this ship that's left. I can use intercept course. I'm not sure how that continues to. Let's see if let's let the game plot the course then. Thanks for reminding me about that. He may have run out of fuel as well. He's just drifting. He hasn't changed his course or his course or his speed. We're coming in for an intercept. The other ship needs to just continue tanking. It looks like he's only got his plasma cannon left as well. Okay, sitting us with the plasma cannon now. That's bad. I really wanted to avoid that until we got into range. Get those 40mm firing. If I padlock, I can't intercept. That's the only problem. But I guess we're on the right course now, right? We should get into range. Yeah, we're closing. We're closing. Can we get there fast enough? We're taking pretty... Okay, we're firing again. We're firing. This should be an easy kill because he can't dodge our fire. Come on, Damocles Dirge. Okay, we're hitting. That's the magic sound. He stopped firing. Black Spot isn't in a museum. It's docked at at Crucible Station. We actually won that fight. We actually won that fight. 40mm still has use. These ships are wrecked, though. Another alien fleet will take us. We did indeed win. Yes. I wonder if this will work. No, it didn't work. Oh, well. Okay. So, we destroyed a cruiser and a frigate. We got 3.8. Glorious. Praise the 40mm. I did not think the 40mm would still do anything in this game. It is 2036. We have railguns and laser cannons. The aliens are bringing plasma, and we are still managing to do something with... is that an alien fleet? Okay, I thought it was a servant fleet. The Black Spot is indeed still active. It is. Echo 60, I think, is Black Spot. Yep, there it is there. The black spot. It's actually the Ice City. The black spot was the name of the class. The black spot is our ship. It is being in so much combat. It has a captain and it has a damage control officer. So the captain changes the ship mission control cost by -1 to a minimum of 1, and increases damage from all weapons except nuclear antimatter missiles by 2%. I need to build a new Ice City and then I can retire it. Those 40mm boats are now stuck in orbit of that station until it gets built, but they may have bought enough time to build its layer defense arrays. Okay, I would like.
We will not allow you to betray your home.
Can't buy water
in the
off them.
Pursuit of glory.
That's a shame. I thought I might be able to buy water off them. I can't, so that was just a waste of time. Cool. There's nothing Echo 61 can do.
Setting a watch.
Yes, it has H1. You're right. We what? We did? Ugh. Okay, that's all of our people withdrawing from India, and now they're recuperating here. Let's just have a quick look at how things are looking here. So this army here is still under attack. These guys are recuperating. We've got our border build-up. We've got our troops back here that are ready to redeploy, because we have had Americans come in through the south of the Middle East. And this army here is still... 2 armies now appear to be moving in to Mongolia.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
They have no water. That's probably what it is, actually. Let's just check. Academy fleet has arrived in low Mars orbit. Okay. Let's just check. Does the Protectorate actually have any water? Yeah, they've got 1.5k water. They're just not... it's obviously just not available for trading. The European Union under control has declared war on Morocco and South Korea. That's a weird alliance. Okay. Station has completed the core and all of its solar panels. Mars fleet, what Mars fleet? We have 3 ships. They're protecting they're doing the exact same thing that this fleet just did. They're protecting a station while it gets built. The space forces of the Academy defeated the aliens in a battle at Mars. The aliens lost 1 ship. So how big is... That's a big... Holy crap. The Academy have a big fleet. Frigate... They're using Artemis torpedoes and a 10-inch cannon. I love how the Academy ships look like they're all rusted and beaten up. So Artemis torpedoes, 10-inch cannon, and probably a bunch of other stuff. What are their corvettes running? 40mm autocannons and green laser cannons. I'm guessing their other frigates are the same. Yeah. That's a pretty nasty... That's not a terrible fleet for this era. But they've just kicked the aliens out of Mars orbit. That's very close to a Ziggurat station, just saying. The coded 40mm. Yeah, the 40mm might need a nerf. I don't know. It's that good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we've got an alien fleet in Mercury orbit. That's 3 ships. There's a frigate, a corvette, and a cruiser. That's pretty scary. So Ice Cube Memorial Station has 2 LDAs, and Scaffold Station 2 is under construction, but it has its LDAs. I agree with you, Miss Saps. The Academy should probably have the sleekest, most advanced-looking ships. Okay, they're heading for Scaffold Station 2. We don't have a lot of water, but Flying Circus is currently at Ice Cube Memorial Station. And they don't have the Delta V. They actually don't have the fuel to get to Station. So I'm going to order them to resupply, which will use up all of our water. And we're just going to have to see how the station does defending itself, which is probably going to lose against that big a fleet, if I'm being honest. Okay. I'm not auto-resolving the battle. I'm not giving them an instant win. Let's see how this goes. I've got a feeling there's too much. So what have we got? We've got laser cannon, plasma battery, iridescent star torpedo bay. We've got laser cannon. And we've got a laser cannon. So the only things we need to worry about are those laser cannons. That's what I'm trying to do, Crash Test. We also need to change our dependence on water. Main thing about 40mm is the range. Indeed. So we have 2 LDAs here, which can take on 1 ship. I don't think there's any chance they can take on this many ships. Look at the size of the sunflowers in the farms, by the way. No, those aren't sunflowers. Okay, that's torpedoes are dealt with. Now we're taking laser damage. Yeah, let's get the naval cannons into combat. Okay, they are now in range of our railguns, but there's not much we can... They're going to shoot these down with their point defense. The only bonus is they're going to stop shooting us with their lasers to deal with these. Actually, they're not. Yeah, okay. This guy's 2 lasers? Damn. We're going to lose this station. I don't think we can fight off this attack. We're in their green laser range now. I think we're in our laser range now. Yeah, we're hitting them with our laser too. That's something. We need our lasers to crack their guns pretty fast. It's not going to happen. As they get closer, they won't need to intercept our railgun rounds either. We really need to get coil guns researched as well to improve our LDAs. The only thing we can hurt them with are the laser cannons, and the green laser cannons just aren't doing enough. Yeah. We're not cracking through this cruiser's armor at all. They're not doing a ton of damage to us either, but there you go. One of the LDAs is about to go down. There goes the LDA. That's the end of the station. The other one's going to go down pretty quick now because it can't deal. So we're going to lose this station as well. The problem is the aliens are just not letting us expand. I'm trying to focus on Mars crash, but I'm in the exact same position on Mars as I am in Earth, in that I have no fleet, and the aliens destroyed all my stations. I'm trying to build a shipyard. It's exactly the same. This is also in Mercury orbit. The same thing is happening in Mercury, Earth, and Mars orbit. It's the same thing in each position. So that was in Mercury, not in Earth. The defense fleet would have dealt with them, but it had no fuel because we have no water, which is the other problem, which is what the Crash Test Mark 6 is to deal with, is to help with at least. All I can do is just keep trying. I'm going to stop building stations for a while and see what happens. So Flying Circus is now resupplied. They're going to defend Ice Cube Memorial Station. Ashbegat. Where's Ashbegat? Okay, they're moving... Wait, they're here now? Okay. Wait, well, they're moving out of here. Okay. Let's move this army here to intercept them. Correct, Crash Test. You're 100% correct. That is what is happening. Our station list is tiny right now. All we have are these are all mines, and these are all the stations we have left. We used to have double this. There is Winter Wolf. That's what the servants do. Okay, we've got an alien fleet in low Earth orbit. Is it going to come after us? Hopefully the Academy have annoyed them at least a little bit. Okay, we've got a new mission, a new turn. Let's check for level ups. Myanmar? No, I'm not going to ally with Myanmar. You've got to level up. Okay, your admin is at 25. Everything else is a bit pants apart from your security. I think I want to get your command up since I'm using you to do attack missions. One thing I was looking out for is anything that gives us a space mining output bonus right now would be pretty good. That's 12%. That is 3 stars, but if I drop something that's 2, your base admin is 6. And I don't think I can Sage 1. I can do that on other planets. I don't think I can do it on Earth. What can we get rid of here? If I get rid of the Hades service group... Yeah, Demonicus is correct. That's what we need to build towards. But we need space stations first. I can't design the LDAs, unfortunately. I have no control over what goes on the LDAs. They just put the best equipment I have on them, and that's as far as it goes. Can anyone else equip any of these? Because I think I need to get more of my space mining bonus online right now. Let's drop Lupus for +1 influence. And we'll grab we'll grab Gladius for +8. Okay, that's got us up to 621. So we've added another 100 water income. I've got Laverta minerals as well, but that's a 3-star for 5%. I don't think it's quite worth it. Yeah, my missiles are amazing. I would love to pants these aliens. They're causing me endless problems. Yeah, that would be great, Shinobu. If you could design your... Well, they're adding what they're adding in the next update are aerospace fighters, where you can launch fighters from Earth into Earth orbit to attack the aliens and attack other factions, which would be quite interesting. Okay, assignments for this turn. Okay. Blonde, I think you might need to just spend a little bit more time in Armenia, judging by how things have been going. Yeah, we're up to 17% in Armenia. Let's just... I'm not worried about Armenia getting flipped. I just don't want...
We must persuade the people.
The alien administration to get it. We need to defend Japan, so Yoma's going to do that. Get rid of all my LDAs and replace them with shipyards. And I just building ships to defend the stations. It's not a terrible suggestion. Alright, let's have a look for allies to trade with. And basically make a defense ship. I'm not that's in the release candidate. I'm not playing in that version because it's not compatible with the save from what I understand. I don't want to risk losing this save. Alien fleet launches for Ice Cube Memorial Station. Okay, the fleet that just destroyed Scaffold Station 2 is now on its way to Ice Cube, where we have our defense fleet. So, okay, point defense arc laser turrets are complete. That will upgrade our LDAs, I believe, to now have point defense arc laser turrets. That's something to look at, Garthakuda. Very good point. Okay, we were looking at saltwater batteries as something to grab. I may have obsoleted that. Let's have a quick look. Graphene batteries, molten salt, or salt water. 20 gigajoules. It is a very cheap battery. I guess you chuck this on a ship where you don't really care too much. Yeah, what we need is coil guns. If we get coil guns, that changes it. Just before I do this, Elite Marines are just better Marines. They're just better Marines, basically. In terms of weapons, so they're just a better Marine, basically. We don't have access to coil guns yet, unfortunately. I'm just thinking very carefully. Me too, Winterwolf. I'm excited to get recording them again. I was going to record tonight, but I actually really struggled to do anything until this stream started, so luckily we got the stream, basically. How does one obtain coal guns? We need to get further down the tech tree. I think coil guns is the first tech. So coil guns, we've actually apparently got all the prereqs for coil guns, which is increase the maximum level of humans. Completion may unlock the following technologies: coil gun batteries, coil cannon. This is a requirement for plasma. So we've got the prerequisites for coil guns. We just don't have them yet. So it's super caps, superconducting magnets, rail guns are the prereqs. Thank you, Crash Test. I wonder if we just want to focus on a better reactor for right now. Gas core fission reactor 3 is just a better version. It's cheaper. Well, not cheaper. It's lighter. I think I'm going to grab gas core fission reactor 3 just because it's a very useful tech. I'm not going to put 3 dots into it, though. And let's see how we go. Sounds like your hamsters need coffee. Yeah. I drink too much coffee. That's the problem. I'm doing too many things at the moment. Oh, too many things. Okay, let's... Yes, exactly, mishaps. I think we only just got it. Okay. So, our fleet... This is going to be a big fight. Now, we could just sit here and let the aliens come to us and basically use the LDAs. I don't know how useful that will be. I think we probably just want to accelerate and take the fight to the enemy because these are torpedo ships and that's what they do best. If we just sit here, yes, the LDA will support us, but we'll just take laser damage from the enemy because they have longer range weapons than us. Oh, hey, all the Clovers. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I just noticed you there. Sorry for not greeting you earlier. There's a lot going on, and we've been doing a lot to catch up. Okay, I'm gonna come in at high speed. We're gonna set the cruiser as our first primary target. And I'm just gonna we're gonna set an intercept course on the cruiser. Good, that'll get everyone to accelerate. There is a Mishaps Block 2 escort back here. This is not a combat ship. It is just gonna sit back here. Let's go. Let me see. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 Hawachas, and the Marines are coming along for the ride as well. Clover, the game hasn't told me yet. It feels like Total War. It's just unending at the moment, and we are really, really, really far behind. So just as a reminder, these are torpedo cruisers. They have Artemis torpedoes, and the Marines are coming in with their 40mm autocannons, and the let's not forget their 10-inch cannon. That very advanced piece of technology. Sorry, did I say cruisers? They feel like cruisers to me. So we're going to launch a couple of barrages. There is actually this launch, they fire a salvo button, which is pretty good. I could do that stage 1, but I think I'm just going to rush them, because I don't want the place to take too much damage. They're just coming straight in, which is wild. We do have a crew chief, chief petty officer. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough. Let's switch targets to the frigate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, the Marines are taking the hits. Okay, and then we're going to switch targets to the corvette. And then I'm going to switch back to the cruiser. Let's see what we can do here. There goes 1, 2, and then everything else needs to go for him. I need to intercept him if I can. I don't think there is a helical railgun. There's like every single propulsion type you can think of, but there are quite specific weapon classes. There's no real like hybrid weapons. There we go. So when we have the right weapons, we just completely clean up. The aliens don't have a chance. It's when we don't have the weapons. The Marines took a beating there, but they were here. Yes, I can repair the ships, because this station has a shipyard. They also rearm very quickly. So we picked up 4 exotics there, which is something. I'm just going to make sure that they repair and rearm. I need that other fleet to do the same thing, which was Pandora Gatekeepers? No, Beef Stroganoff. You just need to resupply. Did I actually click repair and resupply for you? No, I didn't. Okay. But you could bolt a missile silo. Yeah, if I could put... Exactly, mishaps. If I could put a missile silo on the LDA, we wouldn't have any problems at all. But unfortunately, that is not our issue. Okay, let's just keep an eye on the fight here. There's an alien fleet just arrived in low Earth orbit. It has not immediately dispatched itself to Scaffold Station or Station Station, which is amazing.
Offering support. Offering assistance. Protecting our interests.
At the moment, the planets that I have mines on, there's no slots available to build more mines. And the only way I can take more mines is using Marines or attacking them. I have already pretty much taken every mine on Mars using Marines. You can still default your weapons to the ship design screen. I didn't know that here, Bear Dragons. That's really, really useful to know. And I'll be looking into that. So you can see, if you look here, I basically have every mine on Mars because I used Marines to take them all. That was the SCNS, a Window of Opportunity vessel, and it just won an amazing battle. The first battle that I've actually won this stream. No, the second battle. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Okay, that's an interesting ship. So we've got another ship has arrived in low Mercury orbit, and it's coming for Ice Cube Memorial Station. And our ships are still responding. What is this? That is a dreadnought. Oh, they're just throwing ships at us. That's a dreadnought. It has a 768 centimeter violet laser cannon, a 256 centimeter laser cannon, a 384 centimeter laser battery, a point defense laser, and 364 centimeter. Do you understand how much this has in the way of point defense? What we're going to do, I think, is I don't know if these ships are resupplied. So I'm wondering if we're going to start off behind the station. If we start behind the station, like this, and we wait for them to engage the station, and then we go, we go. Hey Miraz, thanks for joining. It's a rave ship with that much of a light show, yeah. I don't know if we have enough missiles to get through that PD, because, Chasing the Answers Left Unsaid is probably combat incapable. Crash Test Block 6, the Marine ship is definitely incapable. So we only have 3. We've got the window of opportunity, a proportional response, and what it means to sacrifice something. If that's the case, that's actually... But basically, do I just leap at it and try and overwhelm it as fast as possible, or do I let it come at us? I think maybe what we do is not staggered. No, not a wall. I want to go for a line. And we basically send 2 ships this way, 2 ships this way. But I only have 3 ships that are actually combat capable. So where has the game put them? So proportional response, what it means to sacrifice something. And we don't, these are our 3 actual combat capable ships. The other 2 are, I'm pretty sure, not able to fight. We do have LDAs. I'm quite tempted to let it come to us. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off at no delta V at all, which means we're going to have to accelerate from nothing when we get into range. But we're going to let it come to us. I'm just going to select everybody so I can control them all together. We'll speed up time and we'll unpause. I'm hoping it hits the LDAs first. Also, we have not... Okay, we're screwed. This is... Okay, we have some torpedoes left. We do have some... We have some missiles left, but not many. I don't think we can do this, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think we have to hold firing the missiles until it's very close. Let's have a look at this dreadnought. I think it died, vessel. I think we need to wait until the railguns are firing for sure. Once it gets closer, I'm going to set an intercept course. We're going to padlock, and then we're going to launch everything. I thought it would do it all at once, to be honest. Because it's taken damage in a previous battle. It's been non-stop. I don't think there's a minimum distance to missiles. Yeah, Chasing Answers and the Centrinas both got beaten up in the last fight. This is the same station as the last battle. Winter Wolf, it costs me so much to ram a ship. We may get the Marines to do that. I think they have the best engine. But the Marines also have a Marine officer and a crew chief. And the Answers Left Unsaid also has a crew chief. Okay, he's still not in range with any of his lasers. Darkest Dungeon music again. It's taken 20 minutes from the close. Hey, Juju Jarlo, how's it going? Welcome to the end of the world. Pretty much. I've got 2 of my next generation torpedo ships under construction here at the moment, by the way. Proportional response is yours, Here Be Dragons. Okay, the closer to 1,000 meters. We have so few torpedoes. We have to make sure these hit. We have to make sure it's engaged with the railguns from the LDAs before we launch. Otherwise, because we need something to hit. Yeah, that's the plan, Shinobu. If it hits my ships first, I'm instantly pausing the game and giving my commands. It hasn't fired. Okay, jeez, that was probably the 768 centimeter laser. I don't know if the LDA is going to last long enough to fire. Okay. It's already destroyed one LDA. Do I go now? I think I go now. I think I have to go now. Full speed ahead. Here we go. Are you ready? It's time. Okay. The ships that can engage their thrusters have engaged their thrusters. We are charging. One LDA is gone. Missiles away. We are firing. They've switched targets to our ships. The LDA has not got in range yet. We don't have enough torpedoes. They're never going to make it through its defense. The LDAs are now firing. We lost one of the ships. I'm doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. They might be going too fast to ram it. I'm not even joking. They may not be able to ram. Look at that. They can't actually get a course to ram it. Well, I gave the order. We're gonna lose all of our stations in Mercury orbit. This dreadnought has. You haven't got any guns, do you? No. The only thing that might happen here is the 40mm on this ship might be what makes the difference. I don't know. I don't think it will. This ship. And the ramming order failed. Would have won if I had more 40mm, maybe. This is the only ship with guns. This ship here. No. The Centrinus is the only ship with guns. And it didn't even get a chance to fire. Whew. I think you're right, TRM. You stop using their city and everyone's dead. They actually turned around to kill our last ship. Look, they're chasing the proportional response. Oh, so they just flipped on the spot to do that. Okay, we have... The only shipyards we currently have are on Mars. Like, on the planet of Mars. Earth still has shipyards on the way. Crucible Station also has one shipyard. Have the aliens not got enough Delta V to come back?
Thank you, Karthikuta, for the tier 1 gift sub to Cryono.
Thank you for the gift. Can you get the mishaps out? That's a really good idea. Let's disengage. I completely forgot that. Yeah, the mishaps is disengaging. So we damaged it, apparently. I'm going to just very quickly copy Ice Cube Memorial Station. Please? That thing was crazy. This is also... We're going to lose our Deep Space Telescope as well, which is going to set us back. That might actually cancel the research project that we're doing right now. So shipyards that we still have. Crucible Station has one shipyard. Union Central has none. Sentinel Station has none. Ziggurat Station has none. Evanescence from Paranoia has none. Well, that's a really good point, Kite. Kite's got a great point. We should cancel these two Astarte class, because they're never going to get built. So, here's a better place. Crucible Station has one shipyard. Winnie the Pooh Honeypot, and the Fun Zone, which are space docks on Mars, have ship docks. Space docks. We can launch ships from them. So, in a second, the only shipyard we are going to have is going to be Crucible Station. We're just currently building the Crash Test Mark 6 to go and take over Ceres. But I wonder if we need to pivot and build an Astarte or two. This we may be in a lost spiral here, unless we finally sate the aliens. Unless we finally sate the aliens. But look at this: there's 3 more fleets inbound to Earth. Unless like the Academy or Humanity First or someone start really swinging around in Earth orbit. The only thing going for us right now is the aliens aren't too annoyed with Mars. Station We'll have its shipyards online later this month. You're right, Shinobu. Station will be online later this month. Pact Sworn Pantheon, which is our shipyard in Mars orbit, will be online in December. I don't think that station's going to make it, but there is a chance that Station might make it. That's all of our hopes, dreams, and fears are in Station's hands right now. Nothing, core. We got wiped out in Mars. I have one station in Mars orbit. And it is being guarded by a 40mm fleet that I managed to build on the ground in Mars and get into orbit. The aliens did to Mars what they have done to Mercury. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Mishaps, your fleet is available again. You have 37.4 KPS. Where could you go that would help us right now? Where could we send this ship? Why do I have a fleet? This ship has a solar kit built into it, so it can dump a station somewhere for us. Inner belt asteroids. Venus is pretty quiet. The servants, the resistance, and the academy and the initiative all have a station. Okay, we're gonna head to Venus. We're gonna go to low Venus orbit. You can transfer there, right? You have just enough Delta V to make it. Gives you 4 weeks. I'm heading to Venus. We're abandoning Mercury. I'm sorry. This station is not going to live much longer. I don't know what's going to happen to these stations, but Mercury was not for us for now. I really wanted to get a whole ton of research up and running in Mercury orbit, but exactly, Shinobu, we are really, really bad on resources. I think we are at total war. We'll see. Gatekeepers are en route anyway. Okay, they finally destroyed Ice Cube Memorial Station. Here comes the fleet to kill us at Mars. Pact Sworn Pantheon. So Pact Sworn Pantheon is the station we are building in Mars orbit. It does have Black Friday delivery defending it. We're gonna have to just see what happens. Okay. Resource-wise, the other factions. So the Resistance is over on mission control. They have 6 boost. They have an income of 6 boost of the Resistance. Their control points are atrocious. They have 173 control points. Humanity First are looking a little bit better. Yeah, the Resistance have an income of minus 1,000 as well. 305 metals. 100. The Resistance are just out of the game completely. Humanity First are looking a little bit better. The Initiative are at minus 2,000 income. Hey, Eat the Cheese. Eat the Cheese, it's bad. It's really bad right now. Yeah, I'm surprised Alien Hate hasn't gone down. They've destroyed so much of my stuff. Their servants are at minus 1k income, but I don't think that matters for them. Protectorate at minus 1k income. The Academy at 389. The Academy are actually not looking too bad. If I'm trying to find them, Demonicus, I've actually got an agent looking for the Resistance right now so I can buy water off them. We're just trying to track them down, is the problem. Let's not forget we're also in Hell War as well, here on Earth. Oh, this is looking concerning. There's a bunch of, is this in this region? Yes, it is. Let's head into Tabriz. Oh, but they could invade through here. But I feel like they're going to invade through here, maybe? It's really bad, Eat the Cheese. Yeah, I think I've killed far... I was having way too much success with the 40mm earlier. Yes, I think you're right, Kite. I should at least get a nap with the Academy. What do they think of me right now? Actually, we have a non-aggression pact with the Academy. We should try and get friendly with them. Okay, this is going to be... This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad, this fight. We're going to come in at high speed. Yeah, the aggression rate is pretty high. We're going to come in at high speed. So they've got 2 frigates and a cruiser. We're going to go for the cruiser first. And I'll set an intercept course. Now that I know that I can actually just use the intercept course button. That's pretty handy. Thank you. Okay, we're firing already, which is good. Oh, we're firing an incoming fire. Let's slow this down a little bit, because there's a lot happening right now. Let's padlock. How did it happen? Attrition, core. It was attrition. It was just fight after fight after fight, and then I think I got them into a fight where they hadn't refueled or they hadn't rearmed properly, and they got wiped out. There was a really nasty fight. Oh, God. They're trying to destroy the torpedoes, unfortunately, and they're not shooting at the target. Have we even hit him yet? No. Well, they were brave. That was a brave charge. Poof. Did he just ram him by accident? That felt like a ram. I think we just rammed that cruiser. I'm not even joking. We didn't... Yeah, we rammed the cruiser. We didn't kill it, but I didn't mean to ram it. Crap. And I've lost control of the Dame of Daring. Yeah. Oh, we were using 40mm for most of this. It was just incredibly effective. We did kill the cruiser, yes. I can't remember which ship rammed. I wasn't expecting the ram to happen. But we're going to lose the station, unfortunately. We just can't. We just can't get a foot. The only hope we have is the Earth station is almost ready. The Earth station is almost ready. If I get that, if I can get some Astarte class built, the aliens can't deal with it. I've ordered the Dame of Daring to withdraw, by the way. It definitely feels like we are on the brink of disaster. It's probably the nicest thing I could say. I could do that. At what point is it futile, though? Is the problem. Like, how far do we push it? I think we focus on trying to salvage Earth. Well, Earth is our only remaining prospect. I think we try and salvage Earth. We do need ground-to-orbit missile launchers. We need missile launchers on our LDAs. It sucks that we have really advanced missile tech, and we can't use it to defend our stations. Missaps is correct. If we could mount torpedo launchers on our stations, we wouldn't be having this problem. So drinking some water. Unfortunately, we have to wait for the aliens to chase the Dame of Daring, which is just like cruising off into the night. I think it needs to wait for half an hour to pass. We'll only trigger after 30 minutes of fighting. Fighter bays would be good too. We need some journeymen and some Merlines, I think. Full of craft. Some Barracudas. And can you switch to boarding torpedoes? I wish I could. I wish boarding torpedoes were a thing. Jupiter... Well, the only problem is we haven't got mission to Jupiter. I mean, I would love to pivot to Jupiter. I'm not joking. I would love to pivot to Jupiter. That could be something we do. Kite, I think you're onto something. We did kill that. We did... So, to make mistakes is to learn, and Puck were the chargers. No. Yeah. Assuming the study class gets built in time, we can see about buying some resources from the academy in the meantime. Maybe turn around and spam more state class ships. Just build them en masse. Well, I think we're going to Jupiter. But we have to do something first. So let's have a quick look. If we rush as fast as possible advanced hydrogen containment, we can unlock mission to the outer planets. Yeah, so it was the other one. So that'll complete on the 25th of August this year. And I'm pretty sure that Mission to Jupiter is available. So we would then have to research Mission to Jupiter. But I think that is the plan. And we set up Space Fortress Jupiter. And we start helium-3 mining. Every station with like 4 shipyards churning out defense ships. Really cheap defense ships with tons of armor and torpedo launchers. I don't think they have anything at Jupiter this time. Let's have a quick look. They do, okay. So
Fro, stop killing my poor ship C.
Sorry, Nook. Okay. So the aliens have a presence in Callisto. They have a base on Callisto. It might not be possible, but we can try. We basically design an interstellar ship to fly out here. We take Europa Io or Ganymede, and we try and fortify it as much as possible. It depends how angry the aliens are with us when we get there. So we currently have Pandora Gatekeepers, which is a ship equipped with a station building facility. It's on way to Venus right now. We could build a station at Venus, and then we can send this to some random asteroid, build a shipyard there, and build a fleet to move to Jupiter while we're researching Jupiter tech. In the meantime, we probably lose Earth. But we may be able to then turn Jupiter into our fortress. I think that's where we have to, I think that's what we have to try and do in an attempt to keep this campaign going. Like, we're probably not, we may not get there, but I think that's our only hope. Because look how many fleets are on the way to Earth. I don't know what else we can try. We've got to hope that their hatred for us finally comes down and they stop attacking us non-stop. They've destroyed a lot of stations. We maybe need to just stop fighting them on Earth completely. And just go fully defensive. I don't see how else we get through this. Okay, I'm going to scuttle this fleet.
Thank you for the follow. Eat the cheese.
Thank you.
27.
Eat the cheese. Yeah, tier 3 habs are also important. I can't sue for peace. I've tried. As long as you destroy the... Okay, the ground war doesn't generate hate. As long as that is correct, we're fine there. American armies moving towards Mashhad. Alien forces have destroyed Pax 1 Pantheon. We knew that was going to happen. Where's Mashhad? Okay, so we've got armies heading for Mashhad. I have 6 defense armies there. We should be okay.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, that's all of our people withdrawing to debris. We've got an alien fleet heading for Ziggurat Station. Ziggurat Station is our one remaining station in Mars orbit. This is the remaining ship from that fight that just happened. Ziggurat Station has 2 LDAs. I think it can hold its own. 1 assault carrier is on the way. You know what we need to do? Ziggurat Station is currently... An energy research station sent. We're going to add a ship. We're going to try and convert these to shipyards. Total power produce 252. Total power 228. Total power 252. Okay. We're going to try and get 3 shipyards under construction here. Because that's really our only option. If we want to even try and hold Mars. We've got to hope that Ziggurat Station's 2 LDAs can defeat the 1 ship that's coming for it. And that these 2 shipyards... God, the music's been really fitting tonight. Let's see what happens. Okay. No, power's fine. Don't worry about what the power's saying. I'll check it again after. I'm sure the power is fine. Alright. Let's go LDAs. 2 LDAs versus a frigate. I think we'll be okay here. It might take a while, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, Eat the Cheese. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the follow. Have a great day. I do these every Tuesday at the same time, so be sure to join us. And Karthikuda, thanks again for the gift sub. That was awesome of you. It's really cool that people are following us on Twitch now. Okay, let's wait for this ship to close. Okay, it's firing its plasma. The plasma will not do much to the LDAs. We're not too worried about the plasma cannon. It's the laser cannons that are the problem. The problem is, Crash Test, is if I don't build the ADAs, the stations have no defenses at all. And in situations like this, the LDAs will do the work and they'll defend the station. And as we get better weapons tech, the LDAs will automatically upgrade with that tech. The problem is they don't take missile tech. And I focused on missile tech for this playthrough, which means that the tech that our LDAs have is very far behind. You can see that the railguns that they're using right now are being 100% intercepted. The only thing that's getting through now are the lasers. And we basically have to hope the lasers destroy one of his lasers so he no longer stops the railgun rounds. It's a very boring way of fighting. And the aliens have a pretty good ship design they're bringing in these days. Well, the lasers do have longer range than 40mm. I will give them that. But you can see that because he's stuck using his 2 laser cannons to intercept the railgun rounds, he's not actually doing any damage to the station. And the station is now damaging him, finally. As he gets closer, he's not going to be able to face both of these at the same time. And one of them's going to hit his rear armor as well. A slightly less glaring view. Ziggurat Station's actually defended itself quite a few times. But the thing about an LDA is it's there all the time, but the shipyard actually needs to build the ship. Whereas you can build an LDA at the same time as the station is being built. So I actually think the correct strategy is both. Yeah, exactly. The lasers do more damage the closer he gets. But he will also start to get shots on us with his lasers because he doesn't need to intercept as many shots. So that is a downside. He will also drift outside of laser range soon. We just have to hope the lasers do enough damage to get through. Okay, he's lost one of his lasers, I think. No, it came back. He stopped firing for a second there, which was weird. And that's another... Kite has a very good point there as well. LDAs don't cost us any water. Maybe we need 3 LDAs per station. That's what I want to try, mishaps. I think, unfortunately, the hulls have a time limit. But we will see. Okay, his rear is going red. Unfortunately, we haven't managed to take out any of his weapons. Which is what we really needed to do when he did that pass. He has done no damage to the station at all. Unfortunately, we just have to wait this fight out. It could take a while. Also, good news. It looks like my internet is fixed. That's 3 streams with no interruptions. Touch wood. I think we're sorted. No, I don't think we did take out his laser cannon. And he's gonna leave laser range soon. And the lasers are doing less and less damage the further away from him we get. Yeah, he's had a laser range now. Oh, you think we did take out... Yeah, it maybe is PDA. It's interesting... We unfortunately haven't killed him. Yeah, you make a really good point, Crash, and I agree with you. And mishaps as well. We need to investigate this, but we need the shipyards first. And we don't have any shipyards. Well, I guess we have one shipyard. Let's look into it after this battle. Okay, he's coming back into laser range. These fights take so long. That doesn't matter if they're a defense satellite, as long as they're keeping the station alive. The only good thing right now is the aliens are super focused on shipyards, which means our research stations are still alive in Earth orbit. Because if they took those out, we'd be in a really bad place. We'd be out of the game. We're on hitting his side now. I don't think he... Oh no, he can turn to face, okay. I actually think of Sage 1, I was thinking about that at the start of the battle. If I had one LDA here and one LDA here... Okay, we finally got him. The angle would be much better. Alright, let's design the defense satellite, the cheapest defense satellite torpedo ship we can, that we can just churn out for our shipyards. Okay, I want to also check that Ziggurat Station has enough power. So, it produces 252 power. When it finishes building the shipyards, it will be consuming 240. It has enough power. No, an Astarte. Not a Hwacha. Hwacha's got obsolete missile technology. So if we design a ship class, the smallest ship we can make to investigate is a gunship. We're going to call this the turret. Just while I'm strategizing here. We'll call it a defender. Now, the gunship has two hull weapon modules. The other option is the escort, which has 2 weapon modules at the front. What's the big difference here? Oh no, this is a gunship. A gunship has 1. So this should be the cheapest ship we can build. It doesn't have any weapons. Okay, it can only mount a 4 weapons. So it's going to have to be an escort, is the smallest ship that can mount the Poseidon. Is the Poseidon the right one, or is it the Ares? Artemis, Hera. I think it's the Hera, the hypergolic field torpedo with... let me just quickly check. If I go back and we quickly check what the Astarte class has... The Astarte is running Poseidon. So Poseidons are our most advanced. Yeah. That's right. They're super fast. That's right. I remember them now. Okay. Oh no, I need to go ship classes, design ship class. Okay, let's just reset this, because this is the wrong ship. Clear designer. Escort. So this is a defender. And we want Poseidon torpedoes on it. 2 Poseidon torpedo bays. Okay. We may as well put a targeting computer on it. And just in case we're fighting other humans, I don't think there's anything better. We put an ECM on it, because the ECM costs nothing. The targeting computer costs nothing. I don't think it's going to massively increase the build speed of the ship. And I think it's useful to have. In terms of radiators, we'll just put an aluminium fin radiator on here. We'll just put a lithium ion battery on here. We will put... What about a mag to get more missiles? Yeah, I think you're right. Let's drop the ECM, and we'll take a magazine. I think we need the targeting computer, though. Because it gives us a 30% chance to overcome enemy ECM. We're only going to have so many missiles that we want to make sure the majority of them hit. So, in terms of drive, we could go with something really cheap here. What is the cheapest drive? The Apex solid rocket is 10 fuel. 10. So the Apex doesn't use any water. Neither does the neutron liquid rocket. So why don't we go with... I'm not sure what this is to buy. If it's a situation, we also have ridiculous amount of frontal armor. Our lasers aren't that... No, we've got arc lasers. We've got arc lasers. You think Pegasus is the right choice? I guess that gives it a little bit of push with 1 tank. And then for power plant, it's going to have to be a molten-core fission reactor 3. So this will take 90 days to build right now. Let me just try this with a different engine. No matter what, it's 90 days. Yeah, none of this changes anything. It's 90 days no matter what. Magazine targeting computer. Poseidon. That's not a Poseidon, that's a burner. Pegasus, sorry. It'll also have great combat acceleration. Yeah, it will. 4Gs. I actually think a chemical engine might be a good shout here. I think we go with either the Apex solid rocket or the... Where is it? The Neutron. So this has a combat thrust of 20.4 newtons. This has a combat thrust of 14.8. So let's see what this is like in terms of its acceleration. Combat acceleration is 1G. And if we check this thing, combat acceleration is 1.7 G. So let's just throw that in here. That means we can use any of these reactors. So let's use the micro reactors. The compact solid coefficient reactors are very cheap. Apex is crap on day one of the game. But it doesn't need to move, right? Yeah, I think Crash Test has a great... But do I care about Delta V? Because the ship's not going to move. We build it at that station. We build it at that station and it never leaves. It's just a turret. So why do we care about Delta V? It's just a missile chucker. Then we'll slap nanotube armor on the front and everywhere else. And we'll give it maybe, I don't know, like 10 frontal armor. Okay, Kite has a very good point. Kite has a very, very good point. The torpedoes do inherit inertia from the missiles. So I think maybe we do go with the Pegasus. Because that had 4 Gs of acceleration. I think we do this. No, the material cost is... This thing's going to cost us 2 water, 2 volatiles, 10... It's going to cost us nothing. Oh no, sorry, the construction cost is here. The construction cost is nothing. Yeah, but they inherit more from the ship moving. I actually think having 4 Gs of acceleration is fine. Maybe 20. So if I go 20 frontal armor, it still costs nothing to build. I think we do this. Give me a name. First person to suggest a name, it'll be the name of the design of the ship. Not the name of the ship itself, but the ship design. Can you mount more engines? We just don't need more fuel. I'll check that out in a second, mishaps. The Maginot. Okay. Wow, that's a name and a half. We should look at the other chemical engines. The other chemical engines are worse. I had to look at them. There's max armor is 22. It shouldn't need armor anywhere else because it will face its target. But Mishap's got there first with the Maginot. It shouldn't need armor anywhere else. It's super cheap. I mean, we're going with the Pegasus. Give him full armor on all sides. Sure. If I go for full armor, the cost is... It's 275 volatiles, so it's half of our volatile income per month. Since YouTube chat is so delayed. I actually have YouTube set as low as possible. What if it's more than one target? Okay, fair. 207 metals. It's getting up in price now. I feel like it's a little bit too expensive. What if we go for like, say 5 rear armor and 2 side armor, so it's not fully undefended? That feels like a much better price. Will the targeting computer do anything? The targeting computer specifically overcomes enemy ECM. So if we lose our sensors, yeah, that's very, yeah. So it's now lighter as well. I went for 5 and 2. It only needs to live long enough to mag dump, indeed, and then resupply. And we can just build one shipyard on each of our stations and just start churning these out until we hit our mission control cap, and then we can just delete them all. You don't think the aliens use ECM? It also... So do you think we should just go for 2 magazines? I mean, that is aggressive as hell. We could go with 2 mag. We could also do that, mishaps. You know what? I think this is our first next-gen design. Even though it's using old radiators. So I think we're going to upgrade to the next design show. The aliens used ECM in our last battle. Yeah, I think I like the idea of having the computer, honestly. Maybe go with a monitor. It would have a better ratio of target comps to magazine tubes. The thing about a monitor is it'll take longer to build. If we just have a quick look at the monitor can go targeting computer, magazine. It takes 120 days to build 180. I think that's too long. I think I like the, what was it we were building? The escort. I think I like the escort. I think it's the better design here. Poseidon missiles. Let's just obsolete everything else. Yeah, I agree with you, Kite. It's too long a build time, unfortunately. Let's just have a look at the price with like the best of everything. Pegasus drive, the battery. Okay. So if I go, oh, I need nanotube armor. I want to see what the price is like. It's still super cheap with the better radiator, which is also less likely to be damaged. The radios I've got, tin droplet is what I'm using. It does have more than twice the firepower core. You are correct. Avoid the feature creep. The stripped version is the purest design intent. No, this thing isn't dodging. It's just living long enough to fire off all of its torpedoes. That's all it's doing. We can build. Okay, we can build the monitor version once we've rolled out a few of these. I think we want to build these as quick as possible, and then we go. I think that's the design. Alu has more mass for more resources. Yeah, actually, the aluminium weighs more. You can see it in the stats. The 4G seems pointless then. The 4G is to give the torpedoes more inertia. Don't tell the cruiser only there to launch missiles. I'm gonna save this design. Okay, let's get some of these under construction. Now, we still have this crash test Mark 6 frigate to go to Ceres. How do we feel about this project? How do we feel about this? Do we want to continue it or not? I don't think we need a PD variant at the moment, because the station won't be acting as PD. The pufferfish is a nice name. What do we think about... Yeah, okay, we'll keep the crash test going then. So we want to build... It's going to take 77 days to build a Maginot class escort. Hey, Mark Span, thanks for dropping by. This is not looking good. I'm going to build 2 of these here. Now, the next thing we need to do is, if we're going to commit to this, we need to refit all of our stations to have a shipyard. So Crucible already has a shipyard. It's building the ship. It's not a tanker we're building, TRAM. It's a marine ship to go to Ceres. Oh, why did Demonicus get banned from the channel? What the hell happened there? Why on earth did Demonicus just get banned? TRAM, are you able to see what happened there? What on earth just happened? TRAM, you can't just ban people. You think you undid it. Oh, he's back. Demonicus, I'm so sorry. TRAM accidentally banned you. I'm really sorry that that happened. Did you wonder what the button did? We'll see how it goes. We can tweak it. I'd rather get a ship that can launch torpedoes out now and work on it later. So, what do we do here? Oh, so what's going on with this layer defense array? What does it have sticking out of it? Is that... Oh, that's cool. That's an actual, like, supply ship docked with a layer defense array. The question is do we drop a layer defense array from our stations to build a shipyard so that they can build these? It's a remix, Mishaps. It's from the Legacy DLC for New XCOM 1. They did remixes of the original game's music. I said thank you very much, and things weren't going very well. It's okay, T-Ram. Are we coming all channel help for us? Another use of stream, oh dear. Yeah, so how we... So what do... I'm going to have to replace research centers then, is the only thing I can think of. Oh, we get rid of the farms, maybe? Oh. Oh, T-Ram, are you feeling bad? T-Ram, you didn't have to do that. I really appreciate you doing that. It's all good. It's all good. It was an accident. Everyone's okay. No, we need multiple we need one shipyard in each station. Cool. I'll maybe see if I can gift Demonicus a month channel membership. I don't know if I can, but I'll see if I can. Yeah. It's going to play this music a couple times. So congratulations to Matthew, Tyler Fook, Chick Loretto, Derkinder Jaeger, and Whacked Snake for their channel memberships on YouTube. Thank you very much, T-Rab. You didn't have to do that. So this thing is... If I replace one of these... We're gonna have to get rid of a science center. That's the only thing I can think of doing, which means we're gonna cut into our research. But I guess we can rebuild it when we get tier 3, right? This is what I think we have to do. Is this correct? Okay, hang on. This thing here is taking 20 power. This is gonna take how much power? 40 power. So we actually need more power as well. I'm making them a target. Okay, let's leave the Miltech station. That's a good point. Let's have a look at Sentinel. So Sentinel, we'd have to you're supposed to play next to the button mashing with negative effects on cats. I'm pretty sure that's internet law. Yeah, T-Ram, it was a cat problem. That's as same as Cameron says. They'll be a target when all the shipyards are destroyed. That's what I'm thinking, Crash Test. There'll be a target when all the shipyards are destroyed, so we want to have something ready now. The other option... I think the aliens, at the moment, are going to focus the one station we have with the shipyard. That's kind of what their process has been. So let's build them there first... and see if it works, is what I'm thinking. And we don't have... We've got Ziggurat Station. Which has shipyards being built at the moment. And that's the only other station we have. I got arc lasers, yeah. I think that's all we can do. I don't think I want to rebuild all of my research stations right now. As people are saying, it'll make them targets. And the aliens are coming after my shipyards at the moment, I believe. Okay, there's a big push into... Okay, this guy is about to be wiped out. Yes, they are. The Academy had a big fight with him recently. Okay. That's the White Knight Corps wiped out. The alien administration is down to 5 armies now. We'll take this territory sector from them soon. They are currently... The Ukraine is currently invading Mongolia. Sorry, Ukraine is currently invading Mongolia. They're all heading towards Mashhad. Mashhad is here, right? Yeah. We've got 5 armies there to intercept them, with more armies around just chilling. So they can reinforce if they need to. Here they come. They're fighting us now. This is a hilly territory? Yeah. So we got the Defender's bonus. There's like 5 new alien fleets just popped up, and a bunch of new servant fleets as well. Okay, I think this is our 3rd turn this stream. Okay, let's see if we manage to find... First things first, we're going to defend Singapore.
Securing our interests.
Did we find anybody?
I'm here.
No, we didn't find anyone to contact. The alien admin is working on space defenses, build army, unity, and military. Yeah, that's exactly what they are, mishaps. America's armies, they've been mostly recovering them, by the looks of it. What was that, Silver Grey Wolves? What did we do? Rogue and spam would help, you're right. Or we just have more missiles, is kind of the way I'm doing it at the moment. Yeah. I found an unidentified agent in France. I did, yes. Okay, let's investigate that person.
Where to?
The only person I've got available to do that is Python, unfortunately, who's not the best at it. He's getting better.
Surveilling target.
And I think Blonde needs
Ready
to continue with public opinion here in Armenia.
Making our case.
Okay. That's that turned out with.
Offering counsel.
Let's just see how this
Lending my
combat
expertise.
here is going.
Making things safe for our people.
I will help them.
Person of interest surveilled.
We've moved the needle.
Okay, they're all pushing into this region. Okay, a servant fleet just arrived in Mars orbit. I don't like the look of that. Okay. This is a very important thing that has just happened. We have a shipyard in Earth orbit again. Name's Blonde, you mean? Lasers are cool, laser cannons are not. Always be torpedoing. So this is really big. We now have a station. The first thing we're going to do at Station is we're going to build some of those torpedo defense ships. I think that just makes sense. They're cheap, they build quickly. We have a lot of mission control available. So let's build 3 turrets. Then, to make sure that I don't forget, we're going to build 3 Astartes. Then, we're going to build 3 Pokes. Let's make sure I have enough resources to do this. Yeah, we should be good, because it's going to take a long time. Okay, that's all laid down. We might need to cancel some of those ships because we'll get technology along the way, but I feel like we've at least laid down the groundwork for us to maybe pull ourselves out of this hole. Okay. My goodness, this has been a hard stream. Oh, thank you very much for the sub. Rian. I can't pronounce your name and I feel really bad. Roan Ryan, thank you very much for the sub. The Space Forces of Humanity First have defeated the Initiative in a battle on Luna. The Initiative lost 1 ship. Alien fleet has arrived in low Earth orbit 1, and here's where we lose the shipyard. I'm not even joking. Okay. I am stressed, I am tired, and I'm terrified of making a big mistake here. Better than finishers, you're not going to move them. Yeah. 3 charges of railguns. Let's leave this here for now. Look at that alien incoming. There's like 7 fleets inbound for Earth. Let's not forget, we actually need to get a fleet in position to defeat that assault carrier if we can. But our focus is Jupiter. So, yes, we've lost ground, we've lost Mercury, and things are looking concerning. Yes, very important mental note, Trifler. Things are looking concerning around Mars. Mars has a chance to come back into the game, if Ziggurat Station can last long enough. But we need to wait until July 20... So July, May, June, July. In 2 months' time, we will have 3 shipyards in Mars orbit again. And we can start rebuilding in Mars. That'll be our focus for the next stream while we work towards our mission to Jupiter and rebuilding our research base. And we've just got to hope that we've maybe lost the attention of the aliens a little bit and we can rebuild slightly. We also need to remember to send our agents to ground next stream as well. But I'm going to leave it here. It's 10 to 1 a.m. I don't want to play another turn right now because I'm very tired. And I think we had an okay... The problem is, Crash Test, is if we knock out the alien administration, the aliens will go full war with us. Let's talk about it on Discord. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. TRM, I'm sorry you had that little issue, but don't worry about it. I appreciate you so much for doing all the modding stuff, so don't worry. It's totally fine. I'm sure Demonicus forgives you. Everybody have a wonderful day, morning, noon, night, etc. I hope you're all amazing. I hope you remember how cool and amazing you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's so much fun having you here. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for keeping me on track. This has been one hell of a campaign. I can't wait to see where it goes next. Have a great day. I'm going to leave you with that terrible song I play at the end of any stream, so if you hate it, get out of here quick. But I like it, and I'll see you later. Ciao for now. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
The stars tonight, see that flash, that burning light. That's where heroes took their stand, with Earth's fate in their hands. 6 small ships against their might prove that we know how to fight. But they're coming back with more from the edges of our shore. Time to show them what we're for. Earth needs you now. Stand up, rise up. The line must be drawn. Step up, sign up. From orbit to ground, we won't back down. Your world needs you now. Mumbai burns beneath their rule. Moscow's next if we stay cool. But our ships are being born, ready for the coming storm. Need your hands, need your heart. Be the shield, take your part. They thought one ship was all we had, but wait until they see 100 monitors rising up, 1,000 crews set free. The fleet is calling. Are you ready? Humanity is rising. Are you ready? Your moment's here. Are you ready now? Earth needs you now. The fleet is calling. The line must be drawn. Your ships are waiting. From orbit to ground, we won't back down. Your world needs you now. When they ask where you were, when humanity took to the stars, when we fought for our future, will you be able to say, I was there? Join us, Defense Forces, today.